Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you America's top foundational health coach, Dr. Joe D.
Welcome to Mindset Monday, Labor Day edition. But really, today is our Joy edition, and you'll know why in just a moment. For those of you that don't know me, I am Dr. Jody Bear, known as America's top foundational health coach. When I had my 4-decade practice, my brick and mortar, I was honored to take my 35,000 client patients through over 1.1 million pounds of toxic fat lost. And there were 1,500 babies from infertile couples that were born because of the foundations of health. Both of those accolades give me joy. But you know what? The next Health Reclaimed, now that I am retired and still at 70, I'm still at it, doing this globally with our books, with our message, and with our mission. The next pounds lost, the next Health Reclaimed, the next mindset, attitude, and all 6 pillars of health: spiritual, mental, emotional, physical. Then after physical is financial. After that is social. We're bringing this social impact to the world. And that's what my guest does as well. I'm calling her the AAA lady, Leilani Alesh. That's the 4th A. There are very few women that I know that have 3 names. So you're going to have to find her on all 3 names. It matters not. But she's one powerhouse of a woman. Mindset Monday. Truly, truly thinking about Labor Day, thinking about this holiday. Truly, when you do everything with the labor of love, it gives you that joy, which puts you in that frequency of the best mental mindset around. I will say without a doubt, it is possible. It is possible in all things. As Les Brown says, what you're going through, you'll get through. It is possible to say, I'm possible. It's possible. You are possible too. So it is with great honor and great joy that after our commercial break, I will bring up Miss Joy herself, Leilani Alesh, giving us her take on her chapter in The Essence of a Woman. You know, we launched September 20th. What's so beautiful about this is right before that, here we've got a launch of a second book, this on the 23rd, our first book, Healthopedia, putting together the foundations of health. That's what I've done. And this foundation with joy is truly a part of this mental mindset. I'm honored to give you a glimpse of one of our beautiful A-lister authors, 40 women coming together, the essence of a woman, unleash the feminine soul. I met Dr. Khalila Camacho Ali serendipitously, kind of similar to how I met Leilani Alesh. There are no coincidences in this world. It's just law of attraction. I was there just supporting my great friend, Blanca Perper, who has Laws of Life. She just been promoted to partner in her firm. She too is a lawyer to major Purist law firm down in Fort Lauderdale. I don't live in Fort Lauderdale. It was a 4-hour drive, but I felt a mission and that connectivity that only women have, that I needed to go down there. Well, it was Sunday. It was a brunch. I thought, no, it was dancing, music, and a disco ball. It was truly, truly kind of a shock to my system. And I saw this woman sitting in this beautiful orange turban. I'm thinking, I want to introduce myself. The power of one. Just like the power of one that I got to meet our lovely Leilani Alesh. And I walked up to this woman and I said, I'm Dr. Jody Bear. And she said, I'm Dr. Khalila Camacho Ali. I said, like Ali for real? And she gave me a picture when she and Muhammad Ali then had just transformed his name. I guess, Leilani, he was a man with 2 names. You have 3. Okay. He had changed his name from Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali. He was getting ready to marry Khalilah. And we connected when I said to her, I guess we're the best looking women around 45 or over in this room. And now, because of the power of one, that serendipitous meeting, that was a law of attraction, that Mindset Monday, that she is an anchor author talking about faith and forgiveness, the rest of the story that no one knows about, yes, her husband, the Muhammad Ali, and how this all came about. So let's take a look, take a listen, and meet the incomparable Dr. Khalilah Camacho Ali. Former wife of Muhammad Ali, Academy Award-winning actress, author, motivational speaker, aviator, and filmmaker, humanitarian, 9th degree black belt. Dr. Khalilah Camacho Ali, our anchor author for The Essence of a Woman. An anchor author she is, and now you get to meet yet another anchor. I've given Leilani, she's really an anchor in this emotional pillar. And her story is one that will be remembered forever. Author, attorney, living in the UK right now because she's a noted vocalist and musician. But it is absolutely that 1 degree of separation that I can say she's in my circle. She is a colleague, friend, and fellow author. Welcome, Leilani Alesh, to Mindset Monday.
Thank you so much, dear. How are you?
I am awesome because I'm with you.
Oh.
And we are launching this Essence of a Woman book. So you have such diversity. I really, really want just a few minutes to take us into your story and how you've woven these many pieces of your beautiful tapestry of your personality, author, musician, and all of this together, and an attorney. Now, those are very diverse things in and of themselves. So please take us through this journey with Lillian Taylor, Leilani Alesh, or whatever name you might find out there with. She used her author alias in our book.
Yeah. So actually not so diverse as you might think. I was always very creative when I was a child. My mother was a pianist and a piano teacher. So I grew up learning piano, got classically trained in it, and always had a tremendous love for the arts, for anything creative. I mean, whether it was, first it was paper dolls, of course. And then I learned about illustration and started doing fashion illustration in high school. Actually wound up in the Dipper Museum of Art, which is pretty cool, having an installation there. And I was 16 at that time. So it just, whatever kind of strikes me and I feel like doing in the moment that I do. And then the writing was a part of that. I was always told that I had a gift for expressing myself. I really love language. I delve all the time into the deeper meaning of words and the etymology, and it's just fun, you know. So it's just, for me, it's just creating a tapestry. And if it strikes me, I just allow myself to open up to whatever is going to flow through, and there it is. Now, knowing that I was going to be an artist by the time I was in high school, I was told I was going to die broke. That was a terrible idea, and artists never make any money, and you know, all their wealth comes when they're dead. People get to know them. That just sounded awful.
That was pretty not Mindset Monday and positive,
Yeah.
was it?
I'm like, nah, that's not how the story is going to go. So I decided actually to go to law school with the encouragement of my elder sisters, who really wanted me to do something that was professional, and um, been kind of honored the family that I was from, very high achieving women and men. Um, and so I decided to go to law school for no other reason than I could learn how to protect my art. As it turns out, that's exactly what I
Wow.
did, is started helping to protect the art of other people. And that's really been my mission as an attorney. Lots of twists and turns to learn things across a wide spectrum of legal topics to get there. But that's what I do now.
Well, and just think on how it really did weave. I'm loving, Leilani, that you said tapestry, because I use the illustration of the golden thread, whether it's silver or gold, weaving your golden thread in your life, in your story. And that's exactly how you did art
Mm-hmm.
with being an attorney. No wonder I said the third A is you're just freaking amazing, Miss Alesh. Okay. And I mean that sincerely. And I think about that 1 degree of separation, that one instance that comes in, that there are no coincidences. It's just serendipitous, because
Mm-hmm.
we were done in Boca. A little bit of backstory. We were supposed to have Christina and Tony Doty at our event. Christina was ill. It never happened. And they came over because we just wanted to. There's something about me, ladies and gentlemen. I may be finished, but I'm never through. I just wanted to have an after party over at Barnes and Noble, because our Healthopedia book that we were sitting and just totally just immersed in the celebration of these authors. And here we are. I want to say how beautiful and serendipitous this is, Leilani, that we are the essence of a woman. Unleash the feminine soul on the 20th of September.
Oh, how about that?
Yes, this is on the 23rd of September. 3 days later is our first anniversary. Well, we're going to come together for that celebration and say that we're halfway through translating it by one of our authors, Laura Ibarra, in Spanish. So
Nice.
it's truly a gift. But you were a gift, because back at the ranch, Tony and Christina were supposed to be there. So serendipitously, the beautiful Tom Chesser, another weaving the tapestry, said to Christina and Tony, "You've got to meet Jody. We're going to be over at Barnes and Noble." They came down in Boca. So here we are at the ranch. We're having this beautiful display, getting to meet the manager and what have you. Kind of crashed the author book signing that was there. We got to meet. And then this beautiful woman came up to me. She said, "Can I buy your book?" It was you.
Yeah.
It was. And what did you do here? You talk about, I didn't know Christina and Tony. I just kind of shook their hand, and then here you are. What do you remember about that story at our first meeting at Barnes?
Yeah, so I was really anxious to get that book because I heard a few people speaking, and I really wanted to read. I really, really kind of connected with some of the authors, and they just felt like warm people and genuine and highly intelligent. I knew there was a lot of information in it that was going to be very beneficial for my life. And I said, "I want your book." And you said, "Well, it's not for sale here." And I'm like, "I gotta have your book."
You tapped on the door.
Tapped on the door. And I think I wound up talking to your husband. And he said, "Well, we've got some in the car." And I said, "We're going to the car."
Leave it to the big bear. Leave it to the big bear. Finds a solution. So here I am autographing. Here we are back at the ranch. We're in because I didn't want to disrespect, Barnes and Noble, because we are in there for ordering at that time we were, but now we're on their shelves. So Leilani follows Bob and I to the alien green car. We open up the trunk. I'm signing the book. Dated it to her, and I said, "And my Cash App is." This is the rest of the story. It was so funny. And I said, but it wasn't funny. It was just so our connection, because Bob said, "Did she pay you?" And I said, "I gave her my Cash App." He goes, "That doesn't mean anything. Did she pay you?" I said, there was a connection as we're driving down the road, I said, "See, it came in my Cash App account." It was just so
him. Going to pay you.
What was that?
Yeah. Very worthwhile. Very worthwhile.
Yes,
Yeah, and
such
I love Bear. I mean, he's just amazing. I was so taken aback when you said that he, had, his experience, and I'm very glad that he had you there, and he's going to be 100%. That's amazing. It's wonderful. So give him my best, please.
I
Yeah.
will, because you don't go through this life alone. You come in this world alone and you die alone, but in between we need each other. And yes,
Yeah.
Bear is going to make a full recovery. He's in the process right now, and I will be doing a Mindset Monday just on our experience once we launch the book, Leilani, because people need to know and have this health arsenal in
Hmm.
their background, because even with everything I know about health, his situation with AFib was asymptomatic. And what
Wow.
you need to do, it was totally
Could-
asymptomatic.
Couldn't
And
see it.
no, 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 no. But
Hmm.
I was prepared with my arsenal when it did. Isn't
Hmm.
that health?
Yeah,
And
that's
and
right.
and how what you do to protect people's art so it's not stolen, that is that same being protective of the arsenal. Then I want to take you to the rest of the story, ladies and gentlemen. I had no idea. I thought it was one and done. She bought my book. Here we are with Cash App. And Tony and Christina invited Bob and I to their home. We were still in Boca post party, walked in on Sunday, and there you were, Leilani. It
Hmm.
was a huge party. I'm going, "It's you." Remember that? Remember that occasion? And we
I
just
do.
kinda let the rest of the world, in that room talk. We really connected now, didn't we?
And
What do you
Dr.
think
Yeah,
about?
Dr. Jim, he was amazing. And of course, little Belly, my little Belly, my darling.
Yes.
Yeah. And yeah, it was just, yeah, we very much, I had a lot of respect for your dynamic and for holding your own. That was a room full of some really powerful, very wealthy, very tough guys. And they gave you a lot of respect, a lot of respect.
And I receive that because we all have that kind of respect. I had respect for you as well because you said, "Well, I'm writing my solo book." I'm thinking, "Oh, we can publish it." No, it will be her solo book. It's a sordid novel. We just do health books and Healthopedia Publishing. I said,
Yeah.
"Why don't you write your story with us?" I'm so grateful that you said yes. And it's a beautiful, beautiful story. The essence of a woman. You're in the emotional pillar because where you and how you can find Leilani is right here. That's her other name, Lillian Taylor dot Esquire, because she is an attorney. Look her up. She can do your legal thing better than most, I would say. But you know the thing that I love about this because of your variety, and I want to honor you when you came to editing. I had goosebumps above goosebumps
Wow, really?
because in that first edit, oftentimes, Leilani, I need to, that you just need to go in and do that thing, which is, you have to do that thing, which is just so important of going ahead and getting into it because there's so many pieces to be fixed, I guess is what I want to say. Yours
Hmm.
didn't, yours did not. It
Mm.
wasn't something that had to be fixed. It
Oh.
just it was just all there. We just had to tweak it. And I felt you in your words. And
Mm.
so I just wanted to edify you because that is you putting your emotions being, and I'm going to say your title, the Indomitable Joy, ours for the taking.
Yeah.
It's ours for the taking. How did you come up with that title?
Um, well, and undefeated, it's just I've had the challenges that I speak of in that book and my fair share, and I think the fair share of a few other people in my life. And I just couldn't let it keep me in a bad space. I always wanted to, and it was most important to me in life to have joy, to have pleasure. Um, there's too many things to be grateful for. I mean, just the very miracle of being alive, the miracle of being able to walk down the street and smell the most wonderful jasmine bush or rose is an enormous gift. It's just a gift. And I'm more interested in the gifts that I'm being given, the extraordinary, I guess, the gift of the way that I was raised by the tremendous woman I had. And I know everybody's moms, as your last guest said, another guest said, is tremendous. But my mom really was. She was just a force of nature. And I needed to honor my family by being appreciative always of what they gave me.
Yes.
The road that was laid before me was a pretty sweet one. I didn't have a lot of struggle economically. I went to the best schools. I had many, many opportunities and met great people and was in, I just had so much. So how dare me be complaining when there are people who have absolutely nothing and who are subjected to so much terror and horror. So it is important to maintain that state of joy and to keep the perspective that you cannot be defeated by these little things that really look like they're just enormous and very difficult. And it's not like they're all pleasant. I'm not saying that you don't have struggles that are unpleasant, but in the bigger scheme of things, they are a molehill. I'm not enslaved.
No, and you're not enslaved. And it's like Les Brown says, what you're going through, you'll get through.
Right.
And what you're going through, and I love it in that part of your quote. Obviously, go get the book. You have to go get the book. All proceeds in pre-launch now through here to the 20th of September are going to feed hungry children in America. And it's through Dr. Kalila Camacho's her foundation. 1 out of 5 children, Leilani, you probably know this, go hungry every single day.
Yeah.
1 out of 5. You buy the
Inexcusable.
book, and you buy the book, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I'm going to make a pitch right now. I really am. Buy the Essence of a Woman book. Buy it for yourself. That $34, of which $30 goes to feed 1 meal a day for that child. And per capita, where you part-time live, Leilani, right now you're in the UK, but in Southeast Florida is the largest per capita a child hunger of any place because it's warm. It's right in Miami. So what did we decide to do? Do something. Okay, 1 out of 5 children, you buy the book. It will feed that child 1 meal for a month. Get a second book for your female family member. And guess what? That child gets 2 meals, but then get 1 for your bestie. That child is taken care of for a month. So that is our initiative. And we believe we're going to have some real star power, including our A-lister, Tiffany Haddish, and of course, Princess Maradian Ogalana, doing it through the UN and what she does for African Women's Project Health International. We're combining this community, and you're so a part of this. So I want to put your quote up because if you talk about frequency and how this fits, you're all going to buy the book, aren't you, ladies and gentlemen? Okay. So I rejoice in that I am spirit, because joy is ours for the taking. How you work that together, and how did you get through to rejoice? And we're not telling her story because you got to buy the book.
Yeah.
But how did you get through those big and real physical, emotional, and mental challenges, Leilani?
Yeah. How did I get through it? I don't know. I just, you do what's in front of you.
Yes.
You do what's in front of you. You just, here it is, and you got to deal with it. And so what is your destination? How are you going to get there? And just keep going. Never give up. Never give up.
Never, ever, ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, yes.
Yeah. It's so important. And first of all, I just want to back up a second and say all praises to your 3 anchor A-lister women. I am so excited to be a part of the journey with them. I am beyond honored. That's just, I can't even tell you. it makes me giggle. And so
Wonderful.
first that, yeah. And then the other thing is that I had a very strong push when I was young into spirituality. And my mom and dad's religion, of course, was Christian Baptist church. But I also, even when I went to college, I always had this eager yearning to learn about the cultures of others, and religious history. And my brother became first a Black Muslim and then ultimately a Buddhist. And I wanted to understand the interweaving of all these things. And, we talk about Jesus Christ leaving his body and continuing to walk. And because his essence was spirit, you can't kill somebody by ripping them apart physically. It's a shell. And it serves a great purpose. I'm very thankful for it, but that's not who I am. No. I can, be beautiful at one point in time. I think when I was very young, when I was, in my teens and maybe my college years, or at the beginning of my college years, it was very beautiful. And then I gained a bunch of weight and I felt very ugly. Now I'd be delighted to be back to that weight. But, then I found that I was treated differently, and I was like, but I'm the same person.
Yes. You are spirit.
Yeah.
You are spirit.
Yes. And so that to me has been my anchor in my life, is that I am who I am, no matter what I look like on the outside. And if you're going to love me, you're going to love the inside of me. Otherwise, I don't really want to be bothered.
And you love it from the inside out. That's that rejoicing. That's that indomitable joy. And I want you all to just know to go to YouTube, Healthopedia 365, like, subscribe, and share. We just started that addition to our offerings. You know that we are on Traverse TV 9 times a month, and you will be featured with all of your wisdom on our IG. As soon as we're done with our Healthopedia authors, which will be this month, then we'll be back at every single author will get their week with their wisdom on Healthopedia 365, because it's daily. It is daily that we do this. And I just want to give that shine. And how we've written our book is different because you're telling your story. Everybody has a struggle. Then we go into the Shero's journey, as Dr. Golda Joseph taught it, but then the action steps. And very interesting, Leilani, wouldn't you know, we had 360 action steps, almost one a day.
Oh, great.
Yeah. But in the essence of the woman, because women always have more words, there are 366, even one for a leap year. So how about that? So we are going to just skip to our next commercial break. And as you said, our third anchor author, the incomparable Tiffany Haddish. What has she done for us? Well, she has become an active part of being with us on this journey. Why? Because she said, I want to tell my story too. Even somebody as famous as her. Not only is she going to be a part of our book, promoting our book, but Leilani, she will be speaking at our virtual summit as an anchor. I don't know which day. I guess you're going to have to turn into all the days, which is September 27th, 28th, and 29th, noon Eastern time daily. We will be broadcasting for 40 hours of straight airtime. I always wanted to be like Jerry Lewis and just do a telethon. I was
wondering, how are you going to do that?
Because I've done it several times already, because it's just fun. But then we'll be out in February honoring, just like we did Healthopedia, how we met Leilani in Boca. We will be out in LA, in Los Angeles, California. It looks like it's going to be Beverly Hills, February 19th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Not only will Princess Meradian be there, Dr. Kalila and Tiffany Haddish.
I think I might have to be there.
I think you might have to be there unless you're on the moon, but you're going to fly a rocket back. So let's just go out with our incomparable. Not only is she an acclaimed actress, comedian, but she is Grammy nominated with her Woman Up. So let's just hear a little bit of Tiffany Haddish with Woman Up.
Tiffany Haddish.
And woman up, 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 up.
Comedian extraordinaire, New York Times bestseller, Grammy nominee, and female groundbreaker. Named one of Time's 100 most influential people in 2018. Also named the Hollywood Reporter's 100 most powerful people in entertainment in 2018 and 2019. She's the star of the hit movie Girls Trip and a 21st century film icon. Join Tiffany Haddish and other inspiring voices as they unveil stories, wisdom, and the essence of what it means to be a woman today. This book is a game changer. It's about embracing our power with Tiffany Haddish, leading the way to women's empowerment. The Essence of a Woman. Unleash the feminine soul.
One book, 3 anchor authors, 11 countries international. So if you ever want to have indomitable joy, Leilani, if you're out there, myself, if you're out there and thinking, how do I get this joy? Just play Woman Up. Isn't that a fantastic song, Leilani?
Oh, God, she's so gorgeous, too.
Oh, she's so gorgeous, just as you are. So in the
what an inspiration.
last 30 seconds,
Mhm.
give us your last piece of wisdom. There is so much inside of you. And, oh, by the way, we are going to be playing Woman Up, but we're going to have a song on our virtual summit by none other than you. We will have that downloaded.
Oh, I'm so excited about that. So what I would say, if I had one pearl of wisdom, is love. Love everybody. I don't care who they are. I don't care what they've done. Forgive them. Go past it. If you want to live a deeply joyous life, be in a state of love.
Because that's what I do with you. It is truly love. We are going to woman up from now, rocking through the 20th of September into a global community. I know it because you have that global vision. You are spirit, you are love, and it truly is an indomitable joy. So happily saying, happy Labor Day. Happy Labor Day edition with the incomparable herself, Leilani Alesh, author.
Oh, thank you
all
so
these
much.
O's, all these A's, because we're going to go awesome. Author, attorney, yes, A-lister herself in all you do. Leilani Alesh, I love you. So as we know, each and every day, should we just do this Tiffany Haddish thing? Oh, woman up. I thought I'd show this.
Yeah.
Woman up.
Get it there.
Let's do this. Mindset Monday, each and every day. Make it an absolute, incomparable, whatever you do you in indomitable joy. And make it a great Healthopedia day. Ciao for now.
Ciao.